Cause hold on, I gotta stop right now. Y'all don't understand how mad I am right now. Like, this the reason people don't be wanting to re-enlist. You know, the army got me fucked up. How the army got you fucked up today, Wells? Well,
she dancing, living the good life off army money. Living the oh yeah, okay, yeah, going crazy off the army money. Now it's time to divvy up.
A few moments later.
Ooh, I'm gonna try to keep it together. But so I just want to make this TikTok because I was just on live this morning, and of course we all know Russia invaded Ukraine. But in this TikTok, like, of course, you know, okay, I'm in uniform, everybody knows what's going on. So, of course, everybody coming in with the Ukraine, Russia, and all of that, you know, comments or whatever, asking questions. And I'm just like, I'm not here for that. I'm not addressing any of that. But then, like, it's just like, I really hated how people are so insensitive, especially, like, and it's like, it's the civilians. But they're so insensitive to, like, what military people really go through. This is my first term. And like, it's like, y'all, like, what makes me so mad is like, y'all are so insensitive. Y'all want to talk about, oh, this is what you signed up for, this is what you, nobody goes into the military wanting to go to war, thinking they're going to go to war. I'm financed, for crying out loud. Nobody thinks this is going to happen. But like, civilians, y'all get to go home, y'all get to go to y'all families, y'all go to work, y'all know what y'all life is gonna be. My life is so unpredictable. I could be deployed within the next few days. Like, I really just, like, I didn't come into the army for this, and it's just, it really, like, it hurts me, like, and I don't really like to let stuff affect me, but this is affecting me because this is my life. But if anything, I really just want people to be like, be more sensitive to the situation, because this is my life we're talking about. Like, there's potential that, like, honestly, like, there's potential that anybody going over there can't come back, won't come back. So it's just, I don't even know why I'm making this, but it's just like, people talking about the situation, like, please just keep in mind, these are real people that have families, people that have children, and y'all making jokes about it, and y'all this and y'all all of that, and these trolls. I'm like, these are real people, real life situations. Like, please just be sensitive to stuff, because, like, I'm not gonna lie to any of you, I'm scared as hell right now. I'm just, but to all my battles out there, good luck to all of us, because oh man, oh god, this has not been an easy morning. I was up till 2 a.m. last night, and then it's just like, the army's not the only thing going on in my life right now, so it's just like, this is just more added on to it. But we strong, we gonna get through it. Yeah.
I think men are better than women.
She's kidding.
No, I'm not. They provide for us, and we must obey them because they are our masters.
April, stop it.
Leslie, you'll never land a bow with that domineering tone. We must always walk behind the men. I think men are better than women.
She's kidding.
No, I'm not. They provide for us, and I think men are better than women.
She's kidding.
No, I'm not. They provide for us, and we must obey them. I think Kanye should not do this when he's doing
no hablo English. No,
I will retire with the crown.
Yes.
No, I'm not lucky, I'm blessed.
Yes.
Clap for the heavyweight champ.
Me.
But I couldn't do it all alone. And I will
make a scene. I don't cook, I don't clean, but let me.
Yes, I do the cooking, yes, I do the cleaning.
Make a scene.
I ain't gonna be cooking all day. I ain't your mama. I ain't gonna do your laundry. I ain't your mama. I ain't your mama.
Yes, cooking, yes, I do the cooking.
Back to the window, there were now black SUVs lined up in front of every single house. And from my understanding, while I was in the dream, you had to get into these SUVs to go anywhere, okay? So I went back to the mirror, and when I looked in the mirror again, there was this huge mark on my forehead. It was like a symbol, and it was stamped smack on my forehead. It was literally there. It looked like it was burned into my skin, okay? And then I turned to my right, like as if I was about to like leave my room, and my family was still there, which at the time was not surprising to me because none of us were doing what we were supposed to do, even though we were claiming to be Christians. But anyways, I guess I ended up leaving the house, getting into this SUV and leaving the house. And I ended up going to some like financial assistance building. And when I tell you, when I stepped out that car, when I tell you that it was pure chaos, like the sky was red and black. There were like literally trash cans on fire, just everywhere. People were running back and forth and screaming. You could hear just gunshots. Like it was complete and utter chaos. And because I had this mark on my forehead, I was able to receive some type of assistance, whatever assistance that I needed when I went into this building. And then they took me in some room and I woke up.
Before Congress would require young women for the first time to register for the draft just like young men. ABC's Mary Alice Parks is on Capitol Hill this morning with the latest on this legislation. Good morning, Mary Alice.
Good morning, Eva. Yeah, this is interesting and would be a first. Now, it's been nearly 50 years since the government has actually inducted someone into the military through the draft. But still, young men have to register after they turn 18. And now Congress is again talking about whether women should have to, too.
Capitol Hill poised to make history. The Senate Armed Services Committee advancing a bill that, if signed into law, would require young women for the first time to register for the draft at 18, just like their dads and brothers. Ashlyn Carroll, an ROTC student from Tulane, telling us she welcomes the news.
It caught me off guard. I think that it definitely levels the playing field and it sets a precedent that shows that women are equal in the armed forces.
The bill as written would increase parental leave for servicemen and women and establish a basic needs allowance, which advocates say could help fight hunger and food insecurity among members of the military. Today, women serve at nearly every level of the military. The last time the government actually drafted a non-voluntary civilian into the armed services was back in 1973 during the Vietnam War. Last year, then candidate Joe Biden saying a draft is not needed now, but that he would, quote, ensure that women are also eligible to register for the selective service system so that men and women are treated equally in the event of future conflicts. On the National Mall, some worried faces, but many women and men conceding the idea felt fair.
We are living in the 21st century where men and women are to be considered equal, then we have to be considered equal on all fronts.
If it was a draft that included young men and young women, that seems appropriate and fair.
I think that's fair. I do. I think women are being included in everything, and hopefully we don't end up in a situation where we ever need the draft again.
But not everyone is on board with the idea of adding women to the draft. Republican Senator Josh Hawley writing, compelling women to fight our wars is wrong.
Now, some recent polls show that slightly more Americans favor this idea, but it's close. And one more thing, this big defense spending bill would also include some changes to how serious crimes like sexual assault are prosecuted in the military. That's obviously another big topic of debate. Whit.
Shalom. Before I get started, I want to give all glory, honor, and praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakar Kodash. Double honors to the men that taught me this word, the men at GMS. Peace, honor, and respect to the brothers that's out here laboring, edifying, rightly dividing the word in truth and sincerity. And shalom to the believers out there, the Akim wa Akwathim. So yeah, like you seen the video clips. All right, and you got the first girl who in the army, and she thought, things was sweet, man. And that's a lot of people in general, not just the women. You got men, everybody go to the Army or Navy, they think, they can, it's just a good place to let me get me a free education or, get a job and it's all good. But as you can see, in any moment you can just be, deployed. Nah, in her case, it's crazy because she said, I never thought I was going to go to war. And like I said, a lot of people, but, especially women, they don't take this into consideration, man. And you hear the women at the end talking about, I think it's fair. But when all hell break loose, man, you really can't listen to these women, all right? Because on one hand, they'll be like, yeah, it's fair. But when, SHIT hit the fan, man, they gonna be women. Not saying you ain't got a percentage of women that probably can fight or want to fight or whatever. But, man, the average woman, if it's real war and all hell breaking loose, man, that woman, all that tough talk, that shit gonna fly out the window, man. She gonna be looking for a man to save her. Flat out. Most of these girls walking in your neighborhood, man, if they really had to go to war, they not gonna want to do that shit. If some troops came through and started terrorizing the town, they not gonna be all in that tough spirit, man. Cut it out. They gonna be looking for men to protect them. All right. So, and another thing, you seen the other girl, she was talking about, the time of the MOTB. Now, you notice she said in her dream, she had it on her forehead. So obviously she took it, and she was like, well, I was able to get the assistance. Then they took me to a room. So, hey, that was that, and she said she had it on her forehead. I ain't had this queued up, but I'm going to just go to it just for edification's sake. You go to Revelation chapter 13 and start at 16, and it says what? And he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. All right. 17, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark of the name of the beast or the number of his name. All right. So, hey, you got Elon Musk with the little chip for the brain, and you got, the RFID already. Salakia. You got the RFID already out here, especially like in Sweden, I believe. And yeah, so, hey, that was a dream. She said it seemed like it was burnt in her head too. So ain't no telling. Hey, I don't know. Hey, if I was her, I'd be a little bit annoyed. But I just wanted to get that for edification's sake. But back to, the women, they gonna snap back in their right order, when all hell break loose, man. Because scripture tells, scripture say it. Matter of fact, I just want to start off with, because it's about to be quick. And I got inspired to do this video from a brother out of GMS. His name is Amawan Gabar. I think he's in New York, in a New York camp, one of the New York camps. And I was watching his video, and I'm like, man, the Spirit just hopped on me to do it. So when you go to Isaiah 32, starting at chapter 9, it says, rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters, give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall you be troubled, ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail, and the gathering shall not come. Tremble, ye women that are at ease, be troubled, ye careless ones, strip you and make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins. See, and this is the scriptures telling you, women that are at ease. You got a lot of women out here, they can go on, OnlyFans, and show their body and do things and get money. Basically a woman, man, she could take a Instagram photo, get thousands of likes. She can get all these DMs. She can have cats, sending her money to her Cash App and all of that. You got women out here with this arrogant queen of heaven spirit, these feminists. They walk around here. The average girl, especially since social media, the average girl walk around here like her shit don't stink. I'm going to just be frank. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't just the so-called black woman. It's all these women. But, to you Israelite women, hey, that's the average. I'm sorry. The average woman, she walks around here like her shit don't stink. She thinks she too good to be checked. She doing wrong. They proud. They do wrong. They don't want to apologize. I'm just talking about the average. Just what I see and what I know from. It's always exceptions. And you sisters that's in the truth, that's trying and doing, I ain't talking about y'all. Just not towards the women who are in their order. All right. Not talking to y'all. I'm talking about the average one of these women, because I can go out, I'm from Detroit, but I'm in Atlanta right now. If I take you to Midtown, you're going to see all types of races of women, and they going to be half naked on a nice day. White women, Asian, black, whatever. All of them. I mean, I know that's so-called, but, that's how they be. They think they just carefree, and they think they get power out of being naked. You go on social media, they talk about, my body and it, just all this crazy madness, and the Lord, he ain't with that, So when you go to Isaiah 4:1, what it say? In that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our approach. See? So in the days to come, and that the number 7 means completion. Okay? So it don't mean it's just going to be 7 women. It could be 2 women. It could be 10 women. It could be, that don't mean just 7 on the nose. That means when you deal with 7, that means completion. Okay? And, hey, these women, they going to be out here like, hey, we bringing something to the table for you, because the women, a lot of these women, they not going to be valuable in the times to come. A lot of these women who Instagram models and all that, they not going to be valuable. It's some women out here, that's going to be valuable. They might know about the herbs. They might know how to sew and make garments. They might know how to work with the herbs and medicine and different things, where a man just might be like, oh, yeah, I'm going to swoop her up. You know what I'm saying? But all these women that, and they're going to be beautiful too, Now, I'm not saying all of them got to be, 10s. But one thing as a man, I'm going to say, is a woman, she can be a 6 or 7, but her personality can boost her up to a 9 or 10 real quick. Especially if she in that right feminine energy, She humble, she modest, she's orderly. Hey, I'd rather have that and she be a 7 than a 10 that's just going to be a damn Tasmanian devil. You see what I'm saying? So, hey, in the times to come, all of that, I don't need no man. I'm a survivor by myself. I can do all what a man, that's going to be cut out. Because, it's going to be bad out here. And when it get bad out here, women, they going to be some of the first that's going to get preyed upon. A lot of women going to get raped, kidnapped, sold, all types of stuff. Because women going to just be for the pickings. Especially if you got to think, a woman with kids, she damn near the most vulnerable. Because if she got a little kid, she got to worry about her and the kid. So she ultimately, hey, she out here vulnerable. You ain't got no man, and really a man of the Lord. You see what I'm saying? Because a lot of these so-called niggas out here who tough, they going to get murked off. So they ain't going to be no help. You see what I'm saying? Now, what I want to do is, for you sisters out there, you might be new. You might be doing your thing far as like being orderly, You have a husband, you obedient to your husband, you following the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of your ability, okay? You modest, you being shamefaced, you working on that inner woman, now. So, and for you new women that's just coming in and, when you new, you got to work on things, and it don't matter if you new or if you old in the truth, you do got to constantly still, appraise yourself. We must, what's the word I'm looking for? Analyze. We must analyze ourselves daily, men and women, okay? But I want to get these scriptures for the ladies, all right, for you women out there, what you should be doing, okay? So when you at Titus chapter 2, starting at verse 3, it says what? The aged women likewise, that they be in behavior as becometh holiness, not false accusers, not given to much wine, teachers of good things, Verse 4, that they may teach the young women to be sober, to love their husbands, to love their children, to be discreet, chaste, keepers at home, good, obedient to their own husbands, that the word of the Most High be not blasphemed. And see, a lot of our women out here, they not discreet, chaste. They don't want to be keepers at home. You know, I didn't heard women point blank period tell me I don't want to be a housewife. You see what I'm saying? They don't want to be obedient to their husband. Their husband could tell them something. And it could just be something simple. It ain't got to be like, you better have my dinner on the table every day at 8 o'clock. No, it could be just something simple. Baby, hey, I think you need to put on some clothes. You need to cover up more. And then go off. It could be anything. It could just be something simple. Because a lot of these women, they feel like they can't be told nothing. All right? So, you know, hey, teaching the young women and the older women just as bad. You know, you got mothers and aunties, they tell what? They nieces and daughters, don't get no nigga. Don't depend on no man. And this, that, and the fourth. Now, I understand it's been bad experiences. And let me throw this disclaimer out here. I understand it's women that's been walked out, good women that's been basically walked out on, you know, left to fend for the kids and for herself. So she got to do what she got to do. And I ain't talking to you in that situation. But this is applied to, because the average female out here, you know, her mind frame is just crazy. You know what I'm saying? So in the older women as well, you got older women in their 50s, 60s on TikTok and Instagram showing their body, because mostly the woman is like a damn little kid when they get on social media. You let a little kid loose and they just go crazy. And you got these women out here, and I don't care if they got degrees or making all this type of money, the mind frame to every day take a picture of your butt, your breasts. That's you know, that's an immature mind frame. That's a bugged out ass mind frame. Okay. You promoting yourself every day on Instagram 5 times a day. And I'm not lying. You can just go on social media and see it. All right. And the older women, they not teaching the younger women, love your husband. You know, a woman is not raised to be a wife. You know what I'm saying? I never heard a lot of women pulling their daughters in the kitchen, showing them how to, not saying it don't happen. But these women out here, they're not raised to be a wife. They wasn't taught to, you know, all right, when your husband come home, you might want to do this. Let me show you how to grow this. Let me show you how to cook this. You know, this is how your husband, you know, he might come in this temperament and this how you calm him down. Or this is what you do. You know, they're not taught these things. Okay? They're not taught these things. All right? So when you go to Ecclesiasticus, all right, chapter 26, and I'm going to start at verse 13, and it says what? The grace of a wife delighteth her husband, and her discretion will fatten his bones. See? The grace of a wife, all right, delighteth her husband, and her discretion will fatten his bones, man. It ain't nothing like, you know, a orderly wife, man, a orderly woman, man. That's a beautiful, beautiful thing. And women do have a beautiful role to play, you know, but a lot of women don't want to play it. All right, verse 14, a silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord, and there is nothing so much worth as a mind well instructed. Yeah, you don't want no woman nagging all the time. You know, not to say you're just supposed to sit there as a mute as a woman, you know, but a lot of women out here, man, they nag, they loud. You know, they be in public loud on the phone, going off. You know, I knew certain women that didn't even cuss. You know, they were so feminine. They didn't use cuss words. They would have to be real mad to cuss. And if they did cuss, it was like one cuss word. But, you know, you got a lot of women, bitch. Oh, yeah, I was at the motherfucking da-da-da. You know, no, man. You know, a silent and loving woman is a gift of the Most High. A lot of these women is not silent and loving. All right. Verse 15, a shamefaced and faithful woman is a double grace, and her continent mind cannot be valued. See? Salakia, excuse me. All right. A shamefaced woman. A shamefaced woman is what you don't see out here or faithful woman. All right, it's a double grace. A shameful, because in antiquity, you know, women didn't look men in their face all like how a woman to stare you down. A woman to a woman to argue down and pump her fists up at you like she'll beat you down. That's these women and that masculine energy. You see what I'm saying? And no man like a woman like that. You see what I'm saying? That's why a lot of these women is walking around here. They don't have men. And women like to say, well, I can't do this. These men, they ain't men and all, you know. But, you know, women don't like to take accountability for what they do, you know. Because it's one thing for the man. You do got some bum cats out here. But women can't admit when they wrong, man. Not in this society. You see what I'm saying? So you ladies, this what you want to be like. You know, if you're a wife, you know, you want to be obedient to your husband. As when I went into Titus 2nd chapter 3 and 5. All right. You want to be obedient. If you're an older lady, you're a wife, you know, you got some daughters, some nieces, you want to teach them how to be a good wife. You want to teach them how to, you know, love their own husband. If you're a mother, your daughter is young, you know, let her start learning womanly things, you know. I understand if she's 6 or 7, you know, you might want to give her a little task in the kitchen to help you, you know. By the time she's a teenager, she should be able to whip up meals, flat out, you know. But women, you know, they're not taught that. She should be, you know, that's something that's mainly probably going to come in the kingdom more than like. Well, it is going to come in the kingdom, but that's a whole different story where women going to be in order in the kingdom, you know. But, yeah, right now, you know, hey, you women that's in order, if you got daughters, hey, to the best of your ability, teach them, you know. And Sirach 26 and 26, a woman that honoreth her husband shall be judged wise of all, but she that dishonoreth him in her pride shall be counted ungodly of all. See? And a lot of these women got pride, man. You know, a woman could do some wrong shit and she won't apologize for the fact that these women feel like men is always supposed to come to them, right or wrong. You see what I'm saying? That's just how it is. If a woman honors her husband, not stepping out on him, not, you know, going off on him in front of his friends, not trying to emasculate him, you know, not being that nagger. You see? These scriptures ain't wrote for nothing, but she that dishonor him in her pride, you know, being prideful, man. You ungodly, man. But one that honor her husband shall be judged wise. It ain't nothing like a woman. You know, I heard a brother talking about how when he went over another brother's house, you know, one of his, you know, friend's house or whatever, another brother, and the wife made sure everybody was good, you know. She made sure, you know, they had food. She served all the men, you know. She was very orderly. You know, she wasn't, that's love right there. Because really, truthfully, man, if you got a woman, I'm speaking to you brothers out there, you got a woman, man, a wife, you know, when your friends come over, you know, your woman supposed to really be like asking, you know, like, hey, you fellas want something to drink, want something to eat? You know, of course, under your permission. She not just supposed to really be handing out your, you know. But I'm just saying, like, you know, them your brothers, you know. And your woman supposed to be in that servitude mode. And then she's supposed to leave out. She not supposed to be in y'all face, yapping and cackling either. You see what I'm saying? She's supposed to do what it is she do and get out the room and go on by her business. She ain't supposed to be up in no man's face. You see what I'm saying? Hey, if the brother's thirsty, give brother some water. Hey, y'all need something else. After the men say no, hey, go, you out of there. She ain't supposed to sit down and, hey, what y'all doing? And then y'all talking and she interjecting with her opinions and, you know, then something happens. She going off on her husband in front of his friends and all that. Man, no, that's out of order. You see what I'm saying? That's out of order, man. You know? So, hey, you ladies, hey, if that's what you've been doing, hey, get out of that spirit, man. You know, because we all got stuff to work on. So, you know, women got their own lots as well as us brothers, okay? So, I just wanted to bring that out, Lord willing. It was edifying. Till the next lesson, Shalom.